Hi everyone, and welcome to my second Day by David show. Now, today I'm going to talk about something that's really disturbing in culture. It's pretty wrong, and it's something that's been bothering me for a couple of years, and it's something not a lot of people like to talk about, and people just, they don't really give it much thought. That's right, I'm talking about The Little Mermaid. Spoiler alert for the 4 people on planet Earth who have not seen The Little Mermaid. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that most of you have seen The Little Mermaid and are generally familiar with the overall plot. Where to begin? Let's start with Ariel, the 16-year-old girl who loves to collect dead humans' belongings from sunken ships. Something is severely wrong with this girl. She's got this entire cave filled with things that she's found. I mean, Ariel is totally a hoarder. She has 20 thingamabobs. 20! Who needs that many thingamabobs? I'm telling you, this girl belongs on a TLC show. Then, after singing a whiny little song about being a mermaid, she sees a ship passing over the hole in the cave, and she's like, ooh, I'm gonna go look at the ship. And then she sees the most beautifully handsome prince in the universe. Except for all she knows, he could be a thief, or an axe murderer, or even a fisherman. Oh wait, he is a fisherman, isn't he? Do you remember the first scene in that movie? All those fish they were catching? Ariel, that man is eating your friends. Of course, all Ariel knows is that he's hot, and so when a statue of him falls off the ship when it sinks, she puts it in her creepy hoard cave, and stares at it, convinced that she's in love with this prince. Then her dad finds out that she went to the surface and saved a human's life, and he totally freaks out and blows up her entire creeper cave, and then he forbids her from ever seeing humans again, because they kill fish and they're dangerous. Of course, Ariel's a total moron, and she just throws a tantrum because she's in love with the prince. So she goes off and sells her soul to the sea witch in order to be with the prince that she loves, even though she doesn't know a single thing about him except that he looks good. Makes perfect sense to me. Then, over the course of 3 days, even though she never speaks a word to the man, Ariel becomes convinced that she's in love with the prince, and they only have to kiss by the end of the 3rd day, or else she'll turn back into a mermaid and Ursula will own her soul forever. Of course, things don't go as Ariel planned, and Ursula ends up getting her dad's magical pitchfork and making herself really, really huge. So the prince takes a ship, and he freaking stabs her in the chest, and then lightning strikes her, and you see her skeleton. Psst, octopuses don't even have skeletons. And then Ursula violently dies and sinks into the ocean. And how does King Triton punish his teenage daughter for defying him, selling her soul, and almost letting an obese octopus take over the entire ocean? He turns her into a human so she can be with the man that she loves. Great parenting skills, King Triton. That'll teach your daughter. So in a loving act of great parenting choices, King Triton changes the species of his 16-year-old daughter so that she can be with the man that she is convinced she's in love with because she spent 3 whole days with him. Now remember, this man eats fish. Look out, Kim Kardashian and Kate Middleton. This is the wedding of the century, because all the mermaids are there and also a whole bunch of humans on a boat, and King Triton even makes a rainbow so you know that they live happily ever after. This whole family is just messed up. I mean, they never even mention Ariel's mom once, and she has like 18 sisters and not one brother. What are the odds of that? Maybe mermaids are like seahorses in that the dad has all the babies. Maybe that would explain why their mom isn't there. And of course, what does King Triton know about romance? I mean, he let his 16-year-old daughter marry a man that she never actually said a word to except his name. Anyway, that's it for my Little Mermaid rant, but thanks for watching everyone, and I hope your day is better than King Triton's parenting skills.